My pantry is a disaster. There is stuff everywhere. That bench, I mean, I can't do anything on there. It's covered with stuff. I've got food that's out of date. We've got moths in there that have obviously come in with some food. And so having these open packets instead of having them in those plastic containers is not working. So I'm organizing it. I actually did this over a week ago and I am loving how organized it is. So easy to find stuff. Everyone's happier and I have a nice clean bench to work on. So I've been buying containers, these Sistema containers. The watermelon ones are 3 litres and I got them for $4 when they were 50% off from Big W or Woolworths. I only buy them when they're 50% off. And then the Bicky ones, I think they're 1.5 litres and they too are $4 at 50% off. They've just gone up in price. They used to be $3.50 when they were 50% off. So that's a shame I didn't get in earlier. Anyway, when I was at Kmart though, I actually noticed that these 1.5 litre ones were $4 all the time, no special. So that's awesome. I'm definitely going to remember that in the future. And when I was at Kmart, I grabbed some Lazy Susans. These plastic ones are $5 each. So first off, what I'm going to do is pull off all the stickers and then give them a really good wash and let them dry over there. And then in the afternoon, I'm going to come back and start working on the pantry. So if you're new, hi, I'm Ali. I'm a mum of 2. I'm going room by room. I started in the laundry, then I've been to our family bathroom, then I've done a toddler room with toy organisation and clothes organisation, and now I'm up into the pantry. So it's been a process. It's taken time. I started this at the start of January and I've just gone kind of room by room. I probably do a room every week, week and a half, which is manageable for me because I know when I do a room in a day, I get over it. I get over it, 3/4 of the way through. You're nearly done, but you've still got at least 25% to go. So I just kind of have a break for a while and then go again with the next room. So that's worked for me. So I've come back in the afternoon and I'm just going to try and clear some bench space so that I can take things from the shelf. So that's going to be the kind of first job. When I'm organising, I make an absolute mess. Like, it's messy to start with and it just gets worse, a lot worse, before it gets better. And that's life. So I'm clearing this bench and I'm just using our eucalyptus spray, which is just water and some eucalyptus oil. We originally brought the spray bottle made up and then since then we've just made our own. If you're new here, you're probably already getting the vibe that I love a bargain. So these coffees that I love, these Nescafe coffees, I only buy them when they're 50% off. So they're about $3.15. So when I get them, I get boxes and boxes of them. And so I'm just trying to store them all in this container and see if that's easier. So this top shelf here that I'm working on is where we keep all our drinks. And then we've got a container with our scissors and pens. We did have them on the fridge, but our nearly 3-year-old insisted on climbing up there and getting them out. So I put them in the pantry. Hopefully she's over that now and I'm going to put them back on the fridge. With that being a lot more organised, what I'm going to do is actually bring down our spreads, so our peanut butter, Vegemite jams, and put them down the bottom because we do tend to have toast pretty regularly, as well as I love having peanut butter on Ribetas. One shelf done. Yay! I celebrate the small little victories as I go along. So next I'm going to get these 2 shelves clean and I can actually take this shelving out. It's very easy to manipulate. There's holes down each side so I can raise it or lower it. We had a bit of a spill with the spread, so I'm actually going to take this out and spray it and then leave it for a couple of minutes just to make it easier. And I'm going to use this degreaser. I really like the Method degreaser. It works really well to get off sticky stuff like this. The next shelf I'm going cereals, so we've got Cheerios, Wheat Bix, as well as Vitabrits. We got onto Vitabrits when I had gestational diabetes. It was what the dietitian recommended, so we're still tending to have that, and I do really find that it fills me up way more than having Wheat Bix. So as you can see, I've labelled 4 containers, the icing sugar, with labels that I made, and I did these 2 years ago using a laser printer. I've got a video on it here, right here. However, I just don't have time with 2 kids. So I was at Reject Shop and I saw this pack for $4 and I thought, bargain. It's got so many labels, so I don't need the stress to try and fit that in. So I'm just using these stickers and I'm going to be labeling all the containers, and even the ones I've done, I'm just going to turn them around the other way and put these new labels so they're all the same.
You know I can't live without you. You make me crazy in a good way. So come on, baby, let's talk. Let's talk about love, like you and me all night. And let's talk about love, I'm feeling alright. And let's talk about love, yeah, baby, come and dance with me. Do everything I'll ever need. So let's talk about love. Can I take you out tonight? Kiss you in the moonlight. There is no place I'd rather be. Come on, girl, we can take my car, drinking some beers in your favorite bar, yeah. You know I can't live without you. You'll make me crazy in that good way. So come on, baby, let's talk. Let's talk about love, like you and me all night. And let's talk about love, I'm feeling alright. And let's talk about love, yeah, baby, come and dance with me. Everything you'll ever need. So
Here's a little nest for the moths. Isn't that disgusting? They were just little bits all around the pantry. And yeah, they were mainly in an open packet of oats, like it was closed with an elastic band, but obviously they'd got in there. So that's disappointing. That's why we're really going to all these containers. I even found it in this packet of breadcrumbs. So the one that was unopened was fine, but this one that had been opened and resealed with a rubber band, it's got them in them, so that's going out. We're just trying to use up these breadcrumbs because we have totally changed. We're all about panko breadcrumbs now. They're absolutely delicious, but I'm going to use what we've got here first. Then I've got this section over here and it's just high, like I'm having to stand on a stool, so I'm really not sure what's in there. And as soon as I start pulling stuff out, I'm just like, look at these use by dates. Now I do know my brother did give me some out of date corn flour so that I could use it in some sensory play, but there is so much out of date stuff here. I've got 3 packets of fine desiccated coconut, 2 of them are closed and they're just out of date. So I obviously haven't made lemon slice for a long time. Dave's like, wow, we've got packets of table salt. I'm like, yeah, Play-Doh, salt painting, salt dough ornaments. I use it in our play activities.
Expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I.
Then up the very top left here, I've got some wedding presents as well as items for making cakes. One of my dreams as a mum is I really want to make the kids their birthday cakes each year, so depending on what theme. So far I've done a pink and gold cake as well as a shark cake, and next I'm going to be doing a Thomas the Tank Engine cake. I'm going to try moving the oils up here, and where the oils were I'm going to move the spices across. I'm just going to try this out and see if it helps, because I can reach up and grab the oil, and I tend to mainly use the olive oil, so I don't feel like it needs such prime real estate. And same with the spices, I want to put like food dye and snacks in that section to grab rather than having the spices there.
Can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it, that we can make the sun come out.
I recently organised our spices, not that you'd know it at the moment, and I've really found with them giving them different heights is the way to go. So just using this plastic container that we used to have our apples in our old fridge, I'm going to use that for a bit of height as well as some wood.
Stay up front or stay behind. It's not that easy. It's never easy. With the feeling from inside, it's not that easy. It's never easy. I say goodbye to all my friends. My dear and loved, I'll meet again. Expect me sometime soon. I will goodbye to my old past. The time has come, we're here at last. Will we regret this too? Settle down here in this town. We'll be fine now. In the line, just like everybody else around.
So on this shelf, like I said, I've got the snacks and then I've got food dye and just a few baking items. I tend to use the food dye quite a lot with the play activities that I do with my daughter, so I wanted easier access to the food dye, and so far this is working really well. I'm dyeing a lot more things than what I was because it's so easy for me to grab without needing the stool. Wow, another thing out of date. Let me know in the comments below, what have you found in your pantry or in your fridge and it's used by date? I'd love to hear. Share below so we don't feel alone. Hey, we're all in this together.
I wonder, do you feel it too? It's not that easy. It's never easy. I say hello to my new friends, and to my old I come again. You expect me sometime soon. I will goodbye to my old past. The time has come, we're here at last. Will we regret this too? Settle down here in this town. We'll be fine now.
As you can see, it's got a lot darker. It's getting a lot later in the afternoon, but I've cleaned this bench, which is an absolute win. And now I'm just got to do the 6 shelves underneath and just organize them.
Over the surface, now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. Beyond the horizon. Beyond the horizon. I'm a butterfly who has only begun, taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life, and what you give is worth it. When you're holding me, when you hold me so close.
So what I thought is I wouldn't overload this shelf with lots of items like we have just kind of been filling it and nothing underneath. I'm going to put half up the top, half down the bottom, and then I'm going to use that space behind the cans to put containers and long life milk and things like that. And I'm going to do the same with the shelf underneath.
No other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. Let me go, let me go.
I told you I'm not yours anymore. No, I'm not yours. So why you trying to hold on when I'm not there for you? Wanna take a different lane, wanna play my own game, and I don't need you here. So won't you let me go? Wanna take this ball and chain that you have put on me and throw it out the window. I think that you should let go, 'cause you know this is not meant to be. Let go. Maybe
The juicer down here in the rice cooker, we use that pretty regularly. Not the juicer though, it's probably on borrowed time, but I'm not going to spend time working out when did we actually last use it. I'm just going to put it away and we'll see what's happened in 6 months.
So let me go, so let me go. You are not right for me, so let go. Let me go, 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 let me go.
That section does look chockers. Like I say in my organisation videos, I really feel the key to being organised is having less stuff. So we're just going to try and get through what we've got here.
Not talking to you, but why you trying to hold on?
The final little bit in the pantry is cleaning up the floor, and then this is what it looks like. Super happy with it. So then all this stuff ended up being on the kitchen bench, so I've got to organise that. This is all the stuff that I'm going to be using in play. It's out of date. It doesn't have bugs in it. Any of the stuff with the moths I've chucked in the bin, but these ones are okay. We'll just use them in play. So there we go. I'm really happy. This is practical for us. It's not all the same containers. Doesn't matter. I'm not trying to be Pinterest perfect. I just want it to be practical. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Bye.